does is that doesn't mean you have to change your gags, but you need to be able to make your gag funny in different ways to different audiences. Do you know what I mean? All of a sudden, like what James is saying, now you've got a vernac audience in front of you and you're not a predominantly vernac. What are you going to do? You need to be a comic in that moment and be funny and relatable. So I think Joburg just affords you that kind of thing. And it's a global thing. That is why New York is a big comedy scene, a comedy city. London, big comedy city. Because of these multicultural, multilingual, multi-ethnic, there's just so many dynamics at play. So you get really comedy fit. So, and I'm not saying you need to move from Cape Town to Joburg, but just, I think, with that insight, use, do you know what I mean? As a Cape Town comic, come up to Joburg for a month. Just do whatever is here, go back down, you know what I mean? So, and one more thing, and you find that a lot of the older Cape Town comedians not started becoming lazy, but they started having their pockets of followers because Cape Town was very sort of, you know, almost like very disparate as audiences and not as mixed. So you saw back in the day, Riyad Musa would be storming big venues, but it would be mostly his audience. Nick Rabinovitz, same thing. Stuart Taylor, same thing. Do you know what I mean? Mark Lottring, same thing. Whereas here, you can't, do you know what I mean? You can't hide. It's different audiences all the time. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that quick. So let me just very quickly, I'm going to try and get to the questions as quickly as possible. Very quickly, my comedy journey, 2005, I started an agency called Podium. The comedians we first managed were Trevor Noah, Loiso Gola, Kagiso Lidiga, Eugene Koza, David Kabuka, and shout out to Trevor and David for getting an Emmy Award just a few days ago. And after that, we managed Robbie Collins, Tolas Mo, Stuart Taylor, Conrad Koch, CRB, and I ran this agency for 10 years, and during that time, must have done maybe over 100 shows, solo shows, ensemble shows, festivals, shows all over the country, shows across the continent, Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria, shows at Edinburgh, Montreal, all over the place. So a lot of comedy education just in terms of mileage. So I think the topic I was given today, I know I've sort of spoken about other things. But yes, and then in 2015, I founded the Johannesburg International Comedy Festival, international partners, local partners, and over time, I mean, it's been one of the hardest things I've ever done because we started from the ground up. I haven't been as involved in the last few years, but just happy that we were able to build an international comedy festival. And the inspiration for it is that I've been traveling all over the world a lot with the talent that I was managing or just going to learn and whatnot. And it's like there's hundreds of international comedy festivals in the world, hundreds, right? But there wasn't, and we used to have the Cape Town International Comedy Festival, which was really amazing, but that sort of, you know, stopped after a while, and we just didn't have like an international comedy platform. And that was the main inspiration around Johannesburg, and for all the reasons I mentioned about Joburg, the comedy scene here being robust, being integrated, all that kind of stuff, wanted to build a festival here. So that was the inspiration behind it. But I think the topic was how to run a